Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FTB Football. And this is your reaction show. Sorry, previous show. It's going to be the Man United. Yeah, exactly. I'm on one already. It's the Crystal Palace versus Manchester United reaction show. Today we're joined with on Monday, as always.
Hi guys.
Welcome back. And can we say a big happy birthday to Mr. B?
Happy birthday! Anyway, do that later.
Mr.
B. We won't ask your age.
Happy birthday. Hopefully this is going to be a good birthday present, and the defense ain't going to leak any goal in for us. So guys, all we're going to do today, we're going to keep it brief. We're going to talk about obviously what team lineup, if there's any changes, what we believe we need to do. If no changes, then we agree. Then we'll go through a couple of stats, and then we'll give our prediction score, and then we'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I think. So, guys, if you're watching, please like, please subscribe, please share, and let's kick off the show now. So, guys, we've been talking heavily about, obviously, De Gea. Should De Gea be number one? Now, my team I've picked, just to take De Gea out of the fine line, I took him out of the team. I've put Henderson in the team. I know he will play, but I'll put Henderson in. So, I've gone with a back four, well, the back five as Henderson, Maguire, Lindelof, because I know Bailly ain't going to play, Wan-Bissaka, and Luke Shaw. Then I've got Scott, and I've also got in it Scott and Fred. And then I've got Greenwood, Bruno, Rashford, and Cavani. Cavani should be back. So let's start off, Mr. B, birthday boy, shaking his head. What changes are you looking at there?
We know Lindelof's going to play. We know McTominay and Fred are going to play. So yeah, let's not get it twisted. I want Martial to start tomorrow. The fact that Cavani has only trained yesterday, stroke today, depending on what time you're watching the game, watching the video. I feel that Martial should start. He didn't play. He didn't start the last game, so I'm assuming he didn't start the last game. He was rested for this one. Martial should play. The rest of the team will pick itself. I mean, we moan about our double pivot, but it's always going to be that. Regardless, until Pogba's fit, and he's still not fit, it's always going to be those two playing. I'm not gonna mention their name because it's just gonna piss me off on my birthday. I'm not gonna mention the name, but I would like Martial to start over Cavani tomorrow. If Martial doesn't produce in the game on 89 minutes, then bring Cavani on. There. That's my team.
H, let's go to H now. H, is there any changes within that team you would look at and think wasn't correct at all?
I think just because Ollie likes his squad rotation and he likes to throw in these little banana skins every now and then with what choices are going to go out. I think Matic might get a selection over McTominay. And no, I'm just saying it. I'm not saying think that Ollie in crazy will might choose Matic over Scott. Genuinely. Because last game they were passing through that middle like nothing going that in the Chelsea. Like I mean, it was nothing going forward, and Matic does that element of pass and etc. that I think we were just missing. So I think you might see a Matic and Fred cameo.
What do you call that?
Well, it's not double pivot; it's like triple pivot now, isn't it?
A quarter pounder.
So again, H. Tomorrow, if the rumors are right, and obviously we had Cavani trained, he trained well apparently. Do you think he should get a start in the team tomorrow? You got to think as well. We haven't won since we were top of the league. Yeah, we've only won one game in the Premier League since then, and we're talking about nearly 5 weeks now, 5-6 weeks.
Is that our stat? Is that our
Yeah.
You shocked me with that one, bruv. You pulled that one out of the bag. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I think personally, I think Martial will cause more upset for the likes of Cahill than Cavani will. But then again, you've got experienced defenders there for Crystal Palace that know how to read. So maybe the Cavani unpredictability as a number 9 will probably go in a bit of our favour. But I just don't think Ollie's going to risk him, knowing that we've still got some big matches coming up, semi-finals, quarter-finals, etc. So I don't think he'll risk him for the whole match, but I think we might see him come on.
Yeah. And now let's go to on Monday.
Yeah, I think Martial should start ahead of Cavani. Cavani's just coming back from injury. Maybe give him 60 minutes. Come on, if things aren't going too well. We don't like what we say. We can only speculate about how bad injuries are and what's really going on there. So if he's coming back from a muscle injury, we shouldn't really put him out for 90 minutes straight away. He needs to work his way back into the team, you know. So apart from that, I think there's a good shout about Matic. Matic needs to get games. He's not getting enough games. How important? This is the thing. We're not managed. How important is this game? Are we? We should be winning. You know, we need to continue winning in the Premiership. And all this thing about Ollie making rotations all the time, it seems to me like he's picking the same team. There isn't much rotation. I don't know. Maybe it's in my head, but it doesn't seem to be much rotation because we're always picking roughly the same team. We know it's going to be Lindelof, Maguire, McFred, and maybe one or two one change up front. But otherwise, Bruno picks himself. There's not much rotation. If it was me, I would be dropping Bruno for games like this, for example, and giving my man Donny a run out or something like that. But all this talk about rotation, Ollie, I'm not so sure if that's the case. Yeah. Maybe the stats will tell me differently.
So for me though, like again, I've been looking at the games and like you said, Mr. B, I was shocked and surprised since we're top of the league and all the games we've played since then, we've only won one game.
Who was that against?
We've drawn two. Southampton. We've drawn two. We've drawn, what is it? We've drawn one. We're drawn against West Brom. We drew against Everton. We drew against Chelsea.
I mean, this is
it's a repeat of last season. It's a repeat of last season. Not finishing off these dead games. Everton, dead game. Southampton, West Brom, all these dead games. Like we should be not. Even Chelsea, weren't even in United's league for how many years, and now we're letting them come and be in the top. Oh, mate.
But Armando said something very interesting a second ago. What does this game mean tomorrow? This game meaning is very, very important because if we don't win this game, Chelsea win their next game, we are 3 points behind Chelsea, in front of Chelsea. Plus, we play Man City on Sunday.
Okay, Chelsea have got Liverpool.
They've got Liverpool, yeah. They'll beat Liverpool. They'll beat Liverpool.
I mean, look,
they were.
At the moment,
they're not going to beat Liverpool, man.
At the moment,
any of the other 106 teams in the whole of the English league beat Liverpool, man. Get them.
Go on, Mr. B.
You've completely thrown me off, Shaw. Look, it is tomorrow. I think tomorrow's game, in regards to our league standing, is a game that we need to win.
Have to, yeah.
There's games that you could. I'm not being fun. I want to win every bloody game we play in it. But Crystal Palace without Zaha, they're not beating anybody. But I know our bloody team. They will come out there and kick our ass tomorrow and set another record that we don't want to have set. Without Zaha, they don't win any games. I'm not sitting here being cocky. I'm not sitting here being arrogant. But it's a game that I'm expecting us to win. Yeah. I'm expecting Ollie to go strong. And it's a game that I'm expecting us to win.
But again, at the same time, Mr. B, you got to think. When we talk about Ole and we talk about tactics, yes, these are games we should be winning. But we're going to go up against a team that play almost the same football as West Brom. And we couldn't break them down.
Roy Hodgson style.
Yeah. could not break them down. So it's going to be a tough, like you said, it's going to be a difficult game. And I was listening to someone earlier as well, and I honestly believe the same thing. And it's very true what they were saying. If Ole doesn't finish second in the league and win a trophy, would it be a better season than last season? So if we finish fourth or third without winning a trophy, is it a good season? And the Man United fans said it's not a good season because you're going to go then and give Ole another 150 million pound.
No, 60 million pounds. Let's get it. Let's 60 million.
60 million. So guys, let's go through now. So I'm going to pick out some players, but before we do that, who's got computer in front of him? Is
Not me.
No.
Yeah, I've got one. I'm up on one. What we got?
So you got Adam.
Evening, gents. I'm on there. How's your head today after being swung around for the last 12 rounds last night?
He's recovering.
I've got a bit concussion, but I'm all right. I don't know. Big glazy eyes. That unofficial, man. He's brutal.
Yeah.
Adam Morris again. We beat Newcastle. I'm assuming that this is
about
in the conversation with the games that we won or lost. As I said, I keep telling you, my memory is not the best. Yeah. Adam Morris, Solo, why do we keep rotating?
The reason why is, I think, obviously, to try and keep the squad as fresh as it can. But then you got to look at the flip side of it. Is it really rotation to keep the squad? Because, like we said, Maguire, Lindelof, and if Lindelof is injured, that's the only time he's dropped. Yeah. Bruno Fernandes never get dropped whatsoever. De Gea, only in European games he get dropped. But apart from that, like what Shah said, yes, we do rotation, and there might be, but there's not a lot of rotation at Man United because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's got his favourites. Don't know if anyone agrees with me with that.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you're right to a certain degree, but it seems like in cup matches you rotate the squad, which is natural nowadays, especially in the modern football world. But I think with a lot of the league games, we shouldn't keep rotating and changing things in the way that he has. You got different right, left players playing, obviously with different attacking minded. Like, you know how we talked about football brains. Some of these players, they're too coached. Like, keep the ball, pass it, instead of being freedom. I don't think these players that we at the moment can play with that. Do you know what? I'm gonna go take on two man today and then ping a 50-yard ball. The only person that keeps doing it is obviously
my boy.
I don't know who's your boy.
Fred. My boy Fred.
Listen.
But you know what I'm saying is like that consistency of a ball, like knowing that if a ball goes to Beckham, you've got three men that are going to be running straight over into the. I think unofficial was right in the sense of we ain't got nothing down the right side, so everything that we're seeing on the pitch goes down the left. Unless we're looking at Wan-Bissaka run the way in and then just hit the first defender.
But again, that's down to the coaching, and again, it's the coaching staff at Man United. And I sit there and I always look at the games, and like what Amanda always say, I look at what's on the eye. I look at what I'm watching, and what I watch is it's almost like getting us four together, giving us a football, and say, "Boys, you want to have a kick around?" And that's how Man United play every single game. A couple of weeks ago, I was watching a game, Man United versus who is it? I can't remember who we're playing. And I think I said it. My partner came up, looked at the game and went, "Oh, this looks like Sunday League football."
Yeah, I remember you said that. Yeah.
Embarrassing. And we're Man United. So let's hit the other comments because, like we said, guys, we're not going to do this long.
A message from Sham Lewis.
Hi, Sham. Welcome.
Hi, Sham.
Liverpool will play us hard after previous games. I'm going to assume
she's a Chelsea fan.
This person is a Chelsea fan, yeah. Liverpool have to play hard. I hope they do play you hard, if I'm honest.
And you beat them too.
Why do we keep rotating? Same question. Ole playing the same. Okay, then that went quick.
Oh, sorry.
That's cool. Ole playing the same 9 at least consistently solo, but we need to change. Adam, this number 9 that you're talking about is my boy. I am not going to entertain this conversation it's a short show. Come on tomorrow when Martial bags 2, and then we will have that conversation.
He's talking about the same 9 players, though, I think.
No, Martial, number 9. He's taking
number
a Mickey.
9.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he?
Yeah.
I misread that. I can hardly
Hello,
see.
Miss Tracy Fish.
Tracy.
2 days
Hi,
older,
Tracy.
3 days older than you were 2 days ago. Liverpool is going to be on us. Chelsea need to win that game.
Evening.
Evening, guys. Evening.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then
Sham again.
Yeah, yes. So, with it, guys, it's going into this game. I'm looking at some stats. So, United, we've played them according to this stats here. 26 games played. They've had 29 goals scored. They've conceded 43, and they scored an average of 0.9 goals against us. Same games, 26. We scored 53 goals. We conceded 32, but we scored a goal at 1.8 as average. Looking at it though, and looking at the concede and the score, there's only 10 goals difference.
Bruv,
It's not much difference.
I don't care what the 10 goals difference is. If we do not beat, I don't care if they park the bus. If we don't beat Crystal Palace tomorrow, there's an issue.
Yeah.
Ole out, yeah?
No, man. Whatever manager's in, apart from Jose, I support in it. So let's not get it twisted. But we should be beating Crystal Palace tomorrow.
Yep.
100%. 100%. I could listen, yeah. You remember that time when I think even we'd beat Newcastle and I come on Vex. If we don't beat them tomorrow, I'm going to be angry.
Yeah, I will be.
I'm going to be angry.
Damn right.
Because these are the games that we keep saying, and on Monday, I know I'm going to come to you now. We keep talking about, and it always gets in my head, Crystal Palace. They're beating us this season. We're talking about Crystal Palace. We're talking about Sheffield United. We're talking about West Brom. We're talking about
Liverpool.
Yeah, but the thing is though, and like I said, we can keep going backward and forward and say ifs and buts and maybe, but in reality is we drop points in them games. Not good enough. Just not good enough at all. We're Man United, and I keep coming back to it. I don't care about Man City. I don't care about Madrid, anyone else. I just care about Man United.
Yeah.
So I'm on there looking at these stats, yeah, like the tomorrow's gameplay. Sort of, it's very hard because, like we said already, without Zaha, their team don't really play. Zaha is going to be out tomorrow.
Dead.
He's not playing. But there's a player you got to watch out for. Individual
XQPR,
brilliance.
easy. Yeah,
Talent.
man. Love him.
Talent.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
anyone,
Baller.
if you ain't seen him play, watch him.
Yeah.
He's a talent.
I've watched him a long time.
And
I really
he's
like
gonna,
him. Really like him.
he's going to make Maguire and thing look silly.
He's not because he's not going to get. What is this I'm hearing? Crystal Palace have no players to hurt us, bruv. They've got nothing. No.
Can I say something?
Crystal Palace are dead.
Can I say something to you? Do you remember that conversation where we said about the whole Sheffield United and everyone was saying, and I said, well, guys, come on.
Look.
We got beaten up. We got bad
Listen,
up.
Don't upset me on my birthday. We're going to win.
Sorry. It's your birthday. Let's win this game. Let's win this game. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Guys,
Let's win it.
You know
Guys,
what?
let me
Go on.
Let me make my point.
Go on.
Yeah. So here's the point about what you're saying, Errol. Solo. Here's the thing. Ollie, this is the decisive game, like you say, for us, because Ollie is not beating these teams up. This should be standard procedure to beat these teams, and we would be right up there in the league in a title contending right now. If Ollie was beating Sheffield United, Crystal Palace before, all these games we talk about this, and I'm not going to forget this. We talk about this over and over again. So we got to go tomorrow. But the reason we're not beating these teams, because we don't, like we were talking yesterday, we don't have ball retention in their half to break them down. We think, we play a sort of counter-attacking style, apparently, but I don't agree with that. It's just that we don't have the ballers to keep the ball in their half. It's really hard. We can keep the ball in our half, no problem. Most teams can do that. But the real deal of being a great team is keeping the ball in opposition half where they just start closing you down. And then you got players like Troy Deeney said, when you rush Fred, he gets shook, you can't give the ball away, and all this kind of thing. So when we got Mac Fred in midfield tomorrow, that'd be McTominay and Fred playing together, how are we going to create, enough chance and keep that ball retention without them going backwards, and sideways, that kind of thing. So what we really need to prove is we're not going to be able to get behind them because they're going to set up like it's Roy Hodgson, man. We know how he plays this football. Everyone knows that by now. But we're not going to be able to get behind them. But can we create chances against a block, 2 blocks of 4?
Yeah.
Can we do that? That's where Ollie's been lacking. That's what I'm saying all season. Why we should be up there. Ollie's taken us so far. If another manager would be able to say, right, this is how we break down teams like this. This is what I'm saying. Ollie shouldn't be giving them money next season. We say thank you very much and see you later, bro. Because if we get a draw tomorrow, it's going to be another result where I'll be reeling them off. I'm going to have more fingers to reel off than the amount of games. Thing. I have to bring up my toes and all that kind of thing to show how much games we've been pathetic in. It's down to Ollie, down to the coaching staff about a simple thing, very simple, how to break teams down.
Yeah.
Not just by pace and getting over the top and playing these direct balls. How do we break teams down? Like the Man City way, sort of the Liverpool way, the Liverpool press, all that kind of thing. How do we do that? Because we haven't provided that sort of level of consistency yet this season.
Yeah. Sure. With that now, touching on that subject, do you think even if we went out and United went and signed sort of a creative midfield player, obviously we've got Pogba, but he's injured. But if we went out, even with Pogba, we still did the same thing. But do you think if we went out and signed a player who's creative, do you still think Ole would still play the two holding midfield players? Or would he sit there and relax a bit and basically let them go for it?
I think if we got a creative player that, like you're saying, then maybe he would be a little bit conservative still. I think personally, I still think how the Premier League is, he's more worried about his defenders. I think the reason why he plays 2 a lot of the time is because you've got issues with Lindelof and Maguire, and I think he knows that in the back of his. Even if he was a fan sitting at home when he was Mulder manager, if he was looking at that, he's looking at Maguire and Lindelof thinking he's got problems. I think personally, so way he's gonna.
So yeah, I honestly believe that as well. But for me, again, it's one of those ones where I think the defense, like we spoke about yesterday, I think we need about 5 players. But we're going to keep saying we need 5 players. But the main players we need in that team, we need players in midfield who can retain this ball. That's what
Thank you.
It's nothing to do with
defense. Nothing to do with defense. Sorry, I'm jumping in.
Go on. No,
you select. No, when you're ready. Call me.
Defense,
just call me when you're ready. Yeah. When you want me to talk, I'll talk.
What I'm saying is about defense, is that if you're a manager and you know that you've been conceding goals earlier on in the season, we were conceding goals. Chelsea, ridiculous, yeah. So in front of your next 4 defense, your midfield, right? Those midfielders at the moment, they're not as creative. So that's why the Scott and Fred are getting that. That's why we're playing 4-2-3-1. Okay, can I respond?
Go on.
All right. It's got nothing to do with that. I think it's to do. What I said earlier. It's about playing football in their half. Thing is, because we can't do that, we give the ball away, and then we give away fouls, or we're on the back foot, and all this kind of thing. It's the defence that got to be dealing with lots of pressure over and over again. Another top side, Man City, they're strolling because they give the ball away, and they've got in their mind the system is all drilled in their heads. It's automatic for them. But it's hard for us. It's difficult to play simple passes and then know what to do. Yeah, we rush back and everything, but there's no patterns of play. There's no patterns of movement. This comes down to the manager. Pep has a philosophy. He was a student of Johan Cruyff. He knows what the hell he's doing. He will put up a thing, and we wouldn't know what the hell. It would just look a star chart to us or some madness. We wouldn't understand it. And most of these players don't have the IQ to understand what's going on with Pep's philosophy. He plays the triangle system, where there's always someone to pass to. This is a philosophy. He sticks to it, and this is why when they lose the ball, they can get back. If you not watch them, who did they play the other day? Man City, and they were. I was thinking, oh my God, they're going to get hit on the break, but no, they just sweep in, buff, and everything's comfortable. And and in tight areas, they know how to play, and then they start squeezing up, playing football in their half, and drain you out until you're exhausted, and then you concede, which looks like an easy goal. Oh, they just walked through. But by this point, you're going left, you're shuffling right, you're shuffling left, shuffling right, shuffling left, and it's like, oh, then they just come in and score typical. Raheem Sterling will come in and score a header, that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So there's levels, and this is what I'm saying. Ollie cannot do it. He's not doing that business, man. You know, it's all right saying, throw the players out. One of us can go out there, man, and say, all right, you play, and go out there and do your thing. But what is the thing? This is why Bruno keeps looking over and saying, what is this thing? You know, there's nothing happening. Sorry, but this is what I feel, man.
Yeah. Now we're going to wrap it up. I'm just going to go through the last 5 games, and then we're going to come with our score prediction, because, like I said, we're not going to hit a long show today because we literally yesterday it took it out of us an hour and a half.
And I'm still concussed. I'm still
going to come back again. We're going to come back tomorrow at 10:05 again. So, guys, in the last meetings, this is reading, and it's not good reading for Man United. So we drew 0-0 with them in 2018 in November. February 2019, we won 3-1. August 2019, they beat us 2-1. Then July 2000, we beat them. 2020, should I say? We beat them 2-0. And then the last game we played with them, that was a pathetic game where we lost 3-1 against them. We didn't turn up. So with it, it's basically, I'm hoping we're going to win. I'm confident we'll win. But if we don't win, I'm going to get my banner and I'm going to write my banner up and I'm going to say Ole out. And I'm going to have it in the back of this until we finish. And it's going to be Ole out for the rest of the season.
Buddha won't be happy. Buddha won't be happy with you.
Don't care. Ole out on the back there. Spray paint it up. Spray paint it up. I don't care. Ole out. I'll get the banner up. I'll start it. If we have to pay for a plane, I'll pay for the plane. I will go there, fly the banner. That's it.
We're coming back with a win, man. You don't have to put the banner up. You don't have to put the banner up now. Don't worry. We're coming back.
I'm confident we'll win, but if we don't, the banner is going up. I'm confident we'll win, but the banner will go up. Would you mind, Mr. B, hitting these, and then we're going to go for the score prediction, what we reckon. Guys, if you're watching, like, subscribe, share, and also give us a score prediction, because we're going to sign off in about 2 to 3 minutes. Let us know what your score prediction will be.
Another message from Sham Lewis. Jose won the cup and wasn't given long enough. Listen, he left your club in the shit. Yeah, the only reason you want him to say that he didn't give him time, because you want us to end up in. We got rid of him when we needed to get rid of him.
Tottenham can have
another message from Sham Lewis. Come on, Crystal Palace.
Bad mind, girl. Bad mind.
My husband is a Man U fan, and he said, give Matic a chance to get rid of Ollie. No.
Yes, your husband's a wise man.
Yep, your husband's right.
And no, he plays two sitting midfielders because we lack a decent CDM.
That's it. But that's my point. Is like we don't have that CDM 100%, Adam. If we don't have like Errol was saying about getting that other player in there who's just like another passer, a ball retainer, like Monday saying. Like the reason why that he's got to play 2 CDMs, because one CDM that if he played that, they're not going to be strong enough. Fred,
both lacking.
Sorry, I think this is what I don't understand. We got Donny. Donny can do the job.
We've got Donny. We've got Donny.
Ollie
doesn't have Donny.
Yeah.
Let's
go.
Right.
Yeah. Good shout.
On my FIFA, I play Donny. Yeah.
He doesn't play Fred. He doesn't play Fred.
No, Fred, no, don't, not today. Another message from Sham Lewis. My husband said Rashford wasted enough goals. Listen, Sham, not today.
I agree and disagree with her. He's most consistent.
3-1.
Big up Sham's husband. 3-1.
Yeah, big up your husband. 3-1. We'll take it all day.
I'll take that. 3-1 all day.
H, what's the score prediction for you for tomorrow?
I'm going to go with 2-0.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't think we'll concede. I think they've got that new striker in, Palace. He obviously scored.
Sham's got too much jokes.
But we can't read that message, Sham.
I can't see that message, Sham. Sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I want 2-1 Crystals.
Oh God, she want Palace to beat us. On
Get her
Monday,
husband on, man.
Yeah. What's your prediction for tomorrow?
Who are we talking
Me?
to?
On Monday.
Oh, I'm on. Yeah. All right. Why do I always say 1-0? Because I want us to control the game in their half, and we're not there and manage it. That's just say, just score 1 goal and manage the game and play football in their half. How we're supposed to go on. This is the way forward. You know. This is what I keep saying. This is what I want to see. I'll be the proudest man when we get a 1-0 against any Premiership side, and we manage the game and we play football in their half. Not without losing the ball. Exactly. So give me a 1-0 tomorrow, and I'll be skinning teeth.
Oh God.
You got to be more than 1 goal there.
Mr. B, birthday boy.
Yes,
Listen.
Mr. Birthday Boy.
I want 2-0. 2-0. That's what I want tomorrow. That's what I've got in my head. Don't know where it's come from. It's normally 3-1.
Yeah.
2-0.
Okay. I'm going to go 3-1 United, and I'm going to say United will go 1-0 down within the first 10 minutes.
Don't say that.
We do it all the time. So I'm going to say 3-1 United. We'll come back and we'll win. But if we don't win,
Goodbye, Buddha.
Buddha is out, and it's bye, Ole.
Mr. Lewis, put that bet on. I hope you've put more than a tenner, because that's looking pretty good to me.
3-1, I'll call it. Yep, 3-1. Correct.
Let's break them down tomorrow.
I'll take that.
So, guys, if you're watching Facebook, Instagram, should I say Jesus? I'm getting carried away now. So I'm saying Twitter as well. Well, I'll post it up on Twitter later on. But if you're liking the show, join us on YouTube, subscribe, like, share, and you can be in a chance to win a football shirt of your choice. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and tell everyone about it. And once we hit 500 subscribers, we'll do a live draw. But guys, we'll read out the last one for Shan Lewis and draw if Palace.
Lewis can't win.
Oh, we don't care about Palace.
No.
Yeah.
Come on tomorrow. Get your husband to type for you tomorrow. When you win and we're
Get your husband to like, subscribe,
and to share.
get his own account up here.
She's probably got him doing the dishes right now.
Yeah.
She's in charge. She's running things. Yeah. Imagine a girl there running the football thing. He's probably in the kitchen. Modern women, man, love their football, but yeah, I know, Jan. I know. You know me. Yeah, I see you.
She's coming for you. She's coming for you. But
guys, there come. Her husband's got wisdom, though. He said the right thing. I agree with that.
No, and he supports the right team. Sham shows a brilliant man to be a husband. Before we go,
can we big up Mr. B? I just want to say, Mr. B, you are a fine, outstanding gentleman. I love being on the show with you. And it's Adam's birthday as well. And I give you utmost respect, brother. Even though we're Man United supporters, we might disagree. We might bump heads from time to time. But I love you, man. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Bless you, man.
And then,
Thank you.
like what you said, it is happy birthday to yourself. Happy birthday to the crazy mank as well.
Yes, Adam.
And we do love Martial. Don't be hating on him all the time. Let him have his time. But as you're crazy man, we do like you. We do support, and literally, it's a community we're trying to build. And you guys are a massive part of the community. So, guys, please like, please share, please subscribe, and follow us. We've got the Liverpool show tomorrow, but I don't know if you guys really and truly want to watch that. Come on, watch us.
I'm in.
Come on, watch us.
I'm in.
Sham, pleasure. Thank you very much for all your comments.
Thanks, Sham. Thank you.
Guys. All right, guys, listen. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good evening. Like, share, and subscribe. FTB Football. Have a lovely evening, guys. And happy birthday to Mr. B. And
happy birthday.